Mark Zuckerberg kicked Donald Trump off of Instagram 4 years ago.
Yes.
So now when he went to go Mar-a-Lago, Donald Trump said, if I wasn't president, would you be here? And they laughed. So how I'm looking at this is that when somebody wants to join a gang, you make them prove their loyalty.
Go crash out.
Tim Cook is the only CEO that has not dropped the DEI program. Major, like Fortune 10 CEO that has not dropped the DEI program, right?
I think his husband go let him.
And he's been slow to he went to the inauguration, but I don't think Apple actually donated like all the other people. So it's interesting that Mark Zuckerberg drops the DEI, goes on Joe Rogan, calls out Apple by name, and then makes a comment like, we need more masculinity in CEOs. Well, 90% of CEOs are white men. So what do you mean by you need more masculinity? Is this a target at Tim Cook?
Yep.
Without being perceived as homophobic, right? Is that the line that is that the closest line that he could walk? Being sent from right-wing conservative to say, look, we need you to put this message out there on a platform that's the biggest platform in the world, directly targeted to somebody is that what we're seeing? Because that's pretty astonishing if that's what we're seeing.
I mean, look at it. When they say DEI, they 100% mean LGBT as well, right? Because a lot of the left-wing push, right, from the Democrats was heavy on the trans movement, the LGBT movement, the new genders movement. So a lot of that is what they did not like. They wanted to push back. And what they see as the red shift, right, is this shift to more masculine and conservative values, right? You're seeing Christian nationalism. You're seeing more Christian values being pushed and things of that nature. So they look at this as a battle between left and right. And one of those definitely goes into the LGBT or not, right? And Donald Trump doing the direct push against the genders was
he said it today.
Smack in the face to them, because they was them and they was him and her and she and it and I and a bunch of other different genders. And he said, no, it's just him and her. You know what I'm talking about? And the whole thing with Mark Zuckerberg is, yeah, it was a smart play on words. So if you got 90% of the top CEOs as men, and there's no way that he's going to outwardly just say, we need some more straight masculine men. But that's what he was saying when he said that. And Mark Zuckerberg has becoming image-wise, based on his PR over the last year, more masculine. You feel me? He got into the bro circle. He been learning jiu-jitsu. He been wakeboarding. You feel me? He been stepping up his image in his campaign. He didn't got the curls and the gold chain. He outside with it. You know what I'm talking about? He might be getting.
Don't forget the T-Pain moment.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Like but also Mark Zuckerberg is a body that he will go with whatever the tide comes in. You feel me? I think that he want to make sure that his company survives. But when I look at Apple, I think Tim Cook and Apple are in a different type of position because they don't have direct competition. Where Meta has direct competition with TikTok. So if we want to swing favors in their way, then that's going to mess up your business. But what can they do to Apple if there is, and Apple has a monopoly and there's nobody that can replace the hardware that Apple has, or yet to replace the monopoly that Apple has over the App Store
and the ecosystem? Yeah.